back. My name is Andrea, and today I just wanted to give you a little update on things that I've been doing lately, particularly in the morning, on how I am structuring our homeschool and my own personal learning. It is summer right now, so we're going way easy on the schoolwork. However, we are still doing a lot of the readings from our Ambleside Online book list to kind of finish out our year. So we're still working on that a lot. But also in the morning, what I am really focusing on and concentrating on is this new Bible study that I have been doing for about the last month or so. And it's called Clews to Holy Writ. And it was a recommendation by Charlotte Mason. And it's truly a Charlotte Mason style of Bible study because it really just focuses on reading the scripture, almost narrating it back to yourself by the things that you're writing and taking notes on, and using the Bible to answer the Bible's questions through the use of references, and then the use of a good commentary. So I have really been enjoying it. I've recommended it so many times over. I did want to give one little update on here that I feel is really really important because I have been recommending it so much. Stephanie Russell has done a revised version of Clews to Holy Writ. It's not changing anything, but it's taking it from the public domain and reformatting it so that you can get a really good printed copy of it, and then also revising how some of the numbers in it are arranged and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed her revision of it, and she was putting out like one term's worth at a time. Clews to Holy Writ is actually a 3-year Bible study where you go through the entire Bible in chronological order over the course of 3 years. But it's a really in-depth study. So she put out the first term, and I purchased that and I loved it and marked it all up. But then I was talking to a friend about it and gave it to my friend. So I wanted to order a new copy. Well, I came across on Amazon this version where it had all the 3-year cycle all together in one book. So I was like, oh, well, let me pick that up. I would not recommend it. It looks like this. I would not recommend getting this one because basically all that somebody did was to just print off the public domain available stuff and put it in a copy like this and bind it. But the printing is not good. A lot of it is way too light to see it. And you would really just do better to look at the public domain version on your computer screen. So I went back again to Amazon and just went back to Stephanie Russell's version, which she's done a great job in the reformatting of it, and got the first and second term this time. So I will be good to go for the next several months with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing that showing up here at my home soon. But since I live in England, it takes a while for some of my stuff to get here. Okay. So that was something that I did want to share because I didn't want to point you in the wrong direction to get this bad copy of the printing. But basically all I use is Clews to Holy Writ. I study the Bible. I use a couple of different commentaries as well as another free commentary that was recommended in the book that's on public domain. So I just kind of keep that pulled up on my screen as I go through and study the Bible, take my notes every day, and then put them in a 3-ring binder. And so I'll have my notes to use to answer the questions in the Bible study at the end of the term. So that's it. It's basically pretty simple. Why it's important to me to do that now is that I want to be able to teach my kids how to study the Bible, because that's really just the most important thing I feel like I can teach them. And so in Charlotte Mason's philosophy of education, they recommend with younger kids, like kids my age, to just walk through the Bible with them, just read straight out of the Bible, not a dumbed down version or Bible stories, which those are fine, but when you're actually doing a Bible study with your kids, to just read out of the Bible, narrate it back, and then maybe use the help of a commentary or two. But other than that, that's all that you need. Now, when they get a little bit older, I'll be teaching them what I'm learning now, which is how to really study it by using the references, using the dictionary, using, the commentary on their own, and how to deal with all of these tools. That's why I feel like it's important for me to do my Bible study every day, because it's not just for me, which I'm loving, but it's because I want to be really familiar with this really good way on how to study the Bible for my kids in the future. And so then after my Bible study, I will sit down with my notebook that I have that, where is it? Oh, so I've just put together this notebook that has like the hymn that we're working on, extra sheets where I put my kids' schedule for whatever they're doing that day. And then I have a tab for my daughter with her Ambleside Online schedule, and then a tab for my son, and then another tab that has like upcoming years. And this tab back here are like the complete book list for Ambleside Online, as well as other book lists. I have the 1,000 Good Books by John Sr. back here, and other book lists like that, just so that I can reference on if I'm wanting to change up a book or add a book or whatever. I just kind of look at, okay, what are the greatest hits to get my mind thinking about these things. Today, I just look at the readings that I want to make sure that I get done with my kids. We did a reading out of the Blue Fairy book, and then I scheduled out their individual activities, reading practice for my daughter and Latin for my son, and they're both going to do their Spanish, and they both have piano practice, stuff like that. So I write it all out and just get it ready for them, and that's basically all the time that I have before somebody wakes up, and then I start making breakfast. We start doing our readings and then get to our work for the day. You know, one of the keys to a Charlotte Mason education, especially for younger kids, like my kids are 7 and 9. All the things that they do, it doesn't last more than 20 minutes at a time. And so we're able to get through a lot each day without them becoming tired of it or bored of it. And they're able to concentrate and pay attention because it's not going to last that long. Oh, I did also want to share with you that if you're thinking about using Ambleside Online, or, you know, you're interested in the Charlotte Mason method of education, and so when you're doing research and stuff, you stumble across something like Ambleside Online. I have been told a number of times by people that I have sent to Ambleside Online that it looks overwhelming. It looks like too much. You are actually in complete control of your schedule. So like I always say, I use Ambleside Online as my guide, and I'm just going to take you through a quick thing in order to show you what I mean. At the moment, I am planning out next year for my kids. If you go to Ambleside Online right here, if you go to the year that you're interested in, and then over here it has year 4 book list, year 4 schedule. If you click on the schedule, and then you just open the format that's like a doc format, you're able to open up a format that you can then change and make edits to. And I have done that. So part of what I have been doing this summer is pre-reading all of the books that my son is going to be reading in year 4. And I got to tell you, there's one of them in particular that I don't like. And I think that he's not going to like it either. And so instead of wasting our time on this with a book that's not speaking to me, I really don't think that it's going to speak to him. I'm switching it out with something better, or not better. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be snobby here. I'm just saying I don't think that it's going to work for us, but I like everything else about the schedule. So I'm switching out that one book with something that we didn't get to in year 3 that I really want us to be able to talk about and go over in year 4. So I'm switching it out. And something else that I've done with my daughter's schedule is I've just completely taken out a book that I'm like, you know what, that's just going to be too much for us. So I'm taking it out, but we're keeping the rest of it. So if it looks overwhelming, the directors of Ambleside Online are not coming to your house to check up on you. So you can actually do whatever you want with the schedule. And I just wanted to kind of like throw that out there, because I think that a lot of us, and I'm like this too, I'm so trained to check every box and do all of the things that I forget sometimes that I'm actually in control and I can make changes to this to make it work for us. So look at the Ambleside Online schedule if you're interested in it, and reformat how you want. Take out books, add in books. I mean, they have those books in there for a reason and for a purpose, because they're like, okay, this goes with this timeline or with this theme. So I really appreciate they've done all of the legwork for you. I'm just going in and making like a few changes here or there that's going to work out for our particular family. It's something that I'm spending some time on in my mornings, because the morning time is really when I'm doing a lot of the reading for next year. And that's how I'm able to know in advance, like I'm not going to waste a month of our time in a book that we're going to end up putting aside. Just wanted to encourage you, if you're thinking about this, that it's really gratifying. It's a lot of fun. And I was talking to a friend the other day who's very interested in homeschooling. So she was just kind of picking my brain about some topics. Her daughters are much younger than my kids, and so she would be starting from the beginning. There are so many things that I would do differently, on if I could go back, I would change. But I just think that we all probably feel like that. We all just learn as we go, and it's really useful to be able to talk to somebody who has been through it. So she's talking to me because I've been through it up to this point. I love to watch other homeschool moms on YouTube who have, high schoolers, and they've been through it all. And so they just have so much wisdom to share as well. So anyway, I just hope that this is useful information to you, something that I'm going through right now that I just wanted to share. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.